Something that's been bothering me for quite a while now is how absolutely shit Facebook has become, especially if you're running an online business or you're working on some kind of project and you're using Facebook as a means of raising awareness about that project or a way of promoting your business, because Facebook have basically taken what was a free service and they've now repackaged it and they're trying to sell it back to us actually for a lot of money. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you have a Facebook page and maybe you've got thousands of likes on that page, when you post something to that page, it may only go out to about 5 or 10% of the people that have actually liked your page. And if you want that post to reach, you know, everyone that's liked your page, then you have to pay to promote your page, and you have to pay a considerable sum of money to do that. And it may only go out to, you know, 30, 40 or 50% of the people that have liked your page. So, you know, we're ending up having to spend a lot of money and pay for a service that at one point was free. You know, Facebook were very eager to get people to generate this large following on Facebook, and so any kind of project or business that you're working on could potentially become somewhat dependent on your Facebook audience. And at that critical point, they pull all those privileges back in and start to sell them back to us. So for me, this is, you know, Facebook has like a terminal illness, really. I think this is the beginning of the end of Facebook, not just as a marketing tool, but as a social networking platform as well. This is probably the beginning of the end. So I guess what I see as the immediate antidote to that is to remove this third-party dependency and develop our own private and personal mailing lists or newsletters where we can stay connected and neither one of us has to pay for the privilege of doing that. So the bottom line to this video really is, if you haven't subscribed to the Nyishar newsletter yet, I definitely recommend doing it, because then we can just stay connected and things that I post will definitely arrive in your email inbox. One bit of advice though, if you have Gmail and you have the promotions folder in Gmail, likelihood is if you've just subscribed, the Nyishar newsletters are going to end up in your promotions folder. So what you can do is drag that email and drop it into your inbox, and then all subsequent emails should land in your inbox. And I don't really spam these newsletters. They're like once a month, maybe twice a month, but I really don't send them out more than that. And you know, there's definitely a lot of good reasons to subscribe, because there's a lot of things I share through the newsletter that I don't share anywhere else. So, you know, there's nearly always some kind of discount code for the Nyishar store. Periodically, I release very limited edition runs of very rare products that are not available anywhere else. They're only available to the newsletter subscribers. Like recently, I made a very limited edition, very small batch of highly concentrated 1-to-1 wild ginseng extract, and that was only available to newsletter subscribers, and it went very quickly. So, you know, there'll be more products like that in the future, but you know, every time I post a blog, it's posted in the newsletter. So there's a lot of good reasons to subscribe there, and I just think it's important if we want to, you know, stay autonomous from these money-grabbing corporations that masquerade themselves as a free service only to turn around and rip you off at a later date once you've become dependent on them. So if you haven't already, the link is down there in the description box to subscribe to the Nyishar newsletter. And something that I posted on a newsletter a little while back was a resource, a multimedia resource that I put together on pine pollen. You know, because pine pollen is obviously a very powerful natural healing substance that could benefit so many people. But not only that, it actually starts to become more popular now. It starts to infiltrate mainstream consciousness just a little bit more. But when a product or a healing substance does that, that doesn't necessarily mean that people really know what it is or what it does or how to use it. And from looking online, I haven't really found a comprehensive resource on pine pollen that is suitable for beginners that have just discovered pine pollen and they're brand new to it, and also to people that have been into pine pollen for a while and they just want to deepen their understanding of it. So I put this resource together that I published on the Nyishar website. It has videos, photos, written articles. There's a lot of information packed in there, but it's very accessible. So I posted that in a previous newsletter, but if you want to check that article out, and maybe you could share it online or something like that and help it actually get out there, then there's a link to that post, that article as well, in the description box. So I think those are pretty much the only major updates for the time being. So thanks again, take it easy, and I'll see you again soon.